Hey, welcome back. Today may be a little bit difficult for some of you to do, but you're going to get out of your comfort zone. And today we are going to pitch to our local library. I know, but a lot of authors that I know and I've worked with have not done this yet, especially all of you authors who have like books for children. You have a kids book or a YA book. You need to be in the library. I mean, summer is around the corner. They're going to have all of those kids there for the summer reading programs. You're going to have moms, bring in their babies and stuff for, readings and events and things like that. So you need to get in on that as well. Um, so what you're going to do is you're going to Google the number for your local library, or you're going to go in there. You can go in there and get the number, or go in there and talk with them. Then you're going to ask for the librarian or whoever is in charge of making the events or scheduling the events. They're probably going to give you the information or ask you more questions. And then what you will say to them is, I just kind of stumbled on that because I know that a lot of times we don't know what to say. Like we have the idea, but we're like, how do I pitch this? How do I, talk about this? How do I get them to schedule me or get me in there? And so what you can say is, hey, my name is Nina Stewart. I've written this book about resilience in teens during COVID or after COVID. I just made that up, y'all. Whatever it is, whatever your book is about, you tell them the title of it or whatever. And I would love to schedule a book reading for the community, or I would love to schedule a presentation. If you have like one of those self-help books or tips or something like that, whatever it is, a presentation or a book reading. How do I go about doing that? What are the steps to take for me to get on your schedule? That right there, that opens up the door. They're going to say, oh, let me tell you, or, oh, this is what we do. This is what we need from you. And you go from there. Now, I know some libraries, they require that you have an ISBN if you want them to order your book and have your book on their shelves, right? So if you don't have an ISBN for your book, get it. Um, Sorry for saying my allergies is really kicking my butt. Um, uh, but what I mean by that is having the ISBN, not the Amazon one. That don't help you. That is not going to help you. If you have your book only on Amazon and you're only using your ISBN, you need to get an actual ISBN for your book. You can get that from Bowker.com. Okay, that's the legit site that I know. Other sites I don't know. You're gonna have to pay for your ISBN also. So I know that's why a lot of people stick with like the Amazon ISBNs because it's like cheap, free, right? But you need to own your book, right? Because what they do is they're gonna pull it up in this whole like catalog, and they're gonna search and they're gonna see it and go, oh, okay, great. Depending on a library and a librarian, they may order a couple of the books for the event or the presentation. Some of them may say that you can bring some of the books. So ask that question too, like, hey, can I bring some copies of the book? Um, they'll, let you know yes or no. Most of the time, yes. And I know a lot of places are opening back up because of COVID. So that's where you got to ask those questions. Like, can I bring copies? Will you need to order the copies of the book? Do I just, have a flyer with my website on it? I recommend if they tell you that, because I had a client that had that happen where, it's during COVID or whatever. And what we did was created the barcode, and people at the library, like, they scanned it and then they were able to order the book like that also. And so that's another idea for you. But make sure you have your ISBN in your name, so it's in the catalog system where they can actually buy the book. Also, they may tell you that they need it in the catalog, right? If they say, I don't see your book in my library catalog, ask them like, hey, what catalog, or, what do I need to do to go about doing that? I know for sure, like if you schedule something with Barnes and Noble, you have to be in the Barnes and Noble system. Barnes and Noble is not going to that you host a local author event with your book on Amazon, right? Or only in Amazon. It needs to be able to for them to buy it from their catalog as well. Okay. But today you are going to call your local library up, schedule or get the information that you need to get an event, a presentation, a reading, whatever it is, right? You get all that information for yourself. I know a guy who literally makes like three, maybe not makes, sells about 200, 300 bulk ordered books for, from doing events like at libraries, right? Sometimes it's not all about that little Amazon, somebody bought my book. I got this royalty here. I got $1 from Amazon. Sometimes you need to actually look at the bigger picture of it, especially if you have self help books, even if you have memoirs. There are people, they have book clubs there. They will, especially if you're a local, like they support local authors and, local artists. So they have a fund for that, right? Like they may even ask you, like, how much is your fee, or how much is your stipend for this, thing. So just be ready for all of that. Okay, I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to let you pitch your book to your local library.